In general, Dubai is still underpriced. Compare it to London, compare it to Singapore, to Tokyo, to New York. It's still underpriced, so it's still good value for money.
Everyone talks about bubble in Dubai.
Yeah.
But then how is that possible when we look at the potential growth at the plan?
In terms of Dubai plan, the D33 agenda, by 2040, they want to increase the population to 7.8 million.
That says something, that this is a good place to invest.
What drives real estate? Infrastructure, technology, health, education, and a bursting economy. There's a lot to offer here.
Ras Al Khaimah, different emirate,
Yes.
with the casinos coming up,
Yes.
Encore Win. It's a lot of interest now in Ras Al Khaimah.
This is automatically gonna drive investment, demand, tourism, everything. It's gonna be a great hub for even on a weekend.
And what's happening with the new building that's going to be even taller than Burj Khalifa?
The one in Creek, you mean?
Yep. Hello everyone, and welcome to Keys to Dubai. Today we have a very special guest, Samer, who's been in Dubai real estate for quite a few years. Welcome, Samer.
Thank you, Victoria. It's nice to be here.
It's so nice to have you here today.
Thank you, thank you. How are you?
Very good.
Yeah?
Thanks for asking. Samer, so you've been in real estate in Dubai for quite a few years. You know what's happening.
Yes.
So my question to you, what's hot and what's not?
In terms of what?
Well, I love to build portfolios for my clients when it comes to good return on investment. Let's look at that perspective.
Yeah. Okay, so basically what's hot in Dubai right now are up-and-coming communities. So Palm Jabal Ali, you know the Palm already. You have Dubai Islands, you have the Valley, you have MR South, very major big developers that everybody knows. So I would focus on the community aspect of the big communities. Now, it depends on what you're looking for, right? What's your exit plan? What's the purpose of the investment? Do you want to live in it? Do you want to rent it out? Do you want to renovate? Do you want to flip? Because if you want to renovate and flip, then you need to focus on different communities, a bit older communities, right? That has the potential for that. So it depends on what the person is looking for exactly.
That's an excellent point. That reminds me, we had a conversation the other day about Springs.
Okay.
And Springs,
Yes.
I remember, I think it's about 20 years ago when they launched, you weren't here probably.
Yeah, I wasn't.
It was launched, and it's quite old, but pricing there,
Yes.
very attractive.
It is. Well, the thing is, a lot of people are actually buying, renovating, upgrading, and flipping in the Springs. And it fits that criteria. So if someone is looking at that, they look at the Springs, they look at JBT even, Jumeirah Village Triangle. So these communities obviously fit that aspect. Now we see all over Dubai, an uptick in prices. Some communities will have a bigger percentage than other communities. It depends, like downtown, like Creek Harbor, it depends, the Palm. But basically, if you look at all the communities in Dubai, they are rising in prices. But obviously, every community caters to a specific type of person. So that's how you need to look at it. And everybody needs to have an exit plan, an exit strategy. So you can think from, what's your goal and work backwards.
Yes.
Then you come to your decision. Obviously data, working with a knowledge partner, all that factors into it.
Absolutely. And I'd like to say that Dubai real estate market, I think now it came to maturity when you can flip.
Yes.
That's why speaking of those properties who are quite old,
Yeah.
same Palm Jumeirah. Look at the villas, they're outdated, and what people do, they buy, they completely change it. Like
Yes.
you cannot even recognize it.
Absolutely.
It's a different look, and look at the
Absolutely.
pricing,
It's crazy, no?
right?
Yeah. I still think it's underpriced though.
I know.
I truly think so.
It's an amazing
Yes.
area.
In general, Dubai is still underpriced. Again, you hear this a lot. Compare it to London, compare it to Singapore, to Tokyo, to New York. It's still underpriced. So it's still good value for money.
That's exactly what I say, because I believe it's a good time to invest, because we were discussing this, everyone talks about bubble in Dubai.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to burst. It's a bubble. But then how is that possible when we look at the potential growth at the plan,
Yes.
2040 plan?
So before that, actually, if you look at the bubble index, right? a few years back, 2 years ago, I think it was in the green zone. Now it's in the moderate zone. So Dubai is still safe. It's UBS Global Index, Bubble Index.
Right.
So anybody can look it up, right? But in terms of Dubai plan, the D33 agenda, which is basically, first of all, by 2040, they want to increase the population to 7.8 million. So right now we're sitting at about 3.9 million.
Yes, double pretty much.
Yeah, almost double, if not more. So obviously everything needs to be
ready and prepared for
exactly.
all those people to be accommodated.
So the D33 agenda is basically an initiative by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. It's basically works on everything in Dubai: infrastructure, technology, health, education, and a bursting economy. What drives real estate? It's basically this, the economy. They want to double the GDP by 2033, right?
Yeah.
So domestic gross product. So with these plans, whether I like it or I don't like it or anybody, this is the plan, this is the agenda, this is what they want to do, right? And this is what's going to drive investors, people from all over the world, and we already see it, right?
Of course.
The education, the health sector, everything is improving. The infrastructure, you drive one day on the road, the RTA is fixing the road, road traffic authority, and the next day it's done, or by the third day it's done. Like, they're so fast, they're so quick, and again, tax incentives, right? Tax-free on income. There's a lot to offer here, right? So the future is bright, honestly. I don't see like we're in a bubble. It's not a bubble, honestly. Like, we're on a high trajectory for the past 5 years now.
Yes.
It might slow down a bit, but that doesn't mean it's dipping or falling, right?
Yes.
There's still a lot of demand. There's still a lot of projects being launched. So it's all about law of supply and demand as well.
I
right?
couldn't agree with you more.
Of course.
So I agree with you on the demand. And just looking at the UK, last year, I think they lost 11,000 millionaires. So we see a lot of high net worth individuals relocating to Dubai. That says something, that this is a good place to invest. If
Absolutely.
those guys are coming here, that's that's a sign that this is the location, that's the time. What do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, it's everything. It's the infrastructure, the health, the education, the technology, tax incentives, the ease of going around Dubai. You know how easy it is to do everything here, right?
Of course.
So all this obviously is driving demand to Dubai. People are moving here. Millionaires are moving to Dubai. And again, going back to the 2040 plan to increase the population to 7.8 million. And the whole city will be connected. It's 5 urban zones. It's all interconnected together. And that's the whole idea behind it.
Don't you think that once they have metro expanded and like areas, say JVC, MR South, because it's by car at the moment, but I think once the metro will be open there, don't you think the pricing will be different? It'll go up?
I mean, yes, of course. We cannot look into the future, right? We never know, but obviously the future of Dubai in itself, any area that's being developed will drive prices, will drive demand, right? As long as there's supply and the demand is absorbing this supply, obviously prices are gonna go up. So when you have a metro, so for people living in, let's say, a specific community, right? And this community now has metro. Metro always drives demand in these areas, especially for like, close to work or far to work. Metro is always essential to a specific type of people who go by train. And so of course, when you have the metro line expanding to different type of communities, that will drive prices, because it already does. If you look at some rental apartments, actually, let's say someone wants to rent, and it's advertised online near the metro, because they know some people are looking for that, and it's usually pricier than something else. Now, it might not be for everyone, but that specific person is looking for it. It's usually a good thing to have. So of course, prices will definitely go up when you have all this expansion. And again, transportation is a big thing, and they're heavily working on it right now. You You can see the future, the maps and everything. So
Flying taxis.
there you go. There
Right?
you go. I think they're coming into 2026.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Dubai
Yeah.
is so creative.
It is.
The rail that's going to go to Abu Dhabi.
Absolutely.
I think they're just expanding in all different directions when it comes to transport, making it convenient.
It is, honestly.
So how can there be a bubble when everything it's so much of the boiling process, of growth, expansion, transformation?
Yes. No, I don't. Again, you can look at the bubble index. We spoke about it, and it's pretty accurate data, right? And again, Dubai honestly benefits from, economical crisis or crisis elsewhere in the world. You see people tend to shift to Dubai.
Right, like America at the moment, it's not the crisis there, but with the Trump coming.
Of course. UK as well, right?
Yep.
What's happening in the UK? What's happening all over the world? You see a huge shift to Dubai because Dubai is kind of like a safe haven, right?
And they open their doors.
Of course, everybody's welcome. It's a great place to be. Safety, everything. We all know this, right? There's no bubble. It's not a bubble. It's actually, again, it's still undervalued, right? It's been 5 years now. 5 years, the prices are going up. And it's still going up. Maybe not at the same pace, but it's still going up. And again, you have developers, you have big teams. They're coming up with strategies and developments. I mean, they know what they're doing. They obviously, they look at the supply and demand always. Shall we do this community? Shall we launch here? Obviously, they know the numbers and everything. So, and they do it because the demand needs it,
That's
right? There's demand for it. Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent point. It's not only the high net worth individuals, it's also the developers.
Yes,
they keep
absolutely.
coming, and the Trump Tower is like there's so many new projects. Like they want to be here, in my opinion. That's another sign that that's a good time to invest.
Yes. Again, going to the D33 agenda, it's basically they want Dubai to be the top 3 cities in the world to invest, live in, and work in. How could you do that without all these things that's basically they're working on? So they're working towards that. It's gonna happen because Dubai always, made it happen. So we're gonna see it pretty soon.
I know, and you know what I love about Dubai? That they don't care even for the nature factor. Some people say, oh, it's a concrete jungle.
Yeah.
There is no air, there is no nature. But look what's happening now.
Yeah.
They're planting so much. They're creating the projects that are just a green community. The other day, I was actually part of it and I was thinking to invest.
Yeah.
It's a building there are no roads next to it. They're gonna bring the trees. So it's just a green community for the families.
Yes.
So the way they're looking at things, it's so amazing. Like nothing stops them.
Have you seen Raf Woods?
Of course I have.
I mean,
tell me more about it. That's actually very interesting.
Raf Woods is basically, it's a whole community of apartments surrounded by trees and greenery. It's actually, honestly, it's amazing when you look at it. It's all green, it's all trees, it's like, it's out of this world, right? So yes, they have that in mind. And again, the valley is coming up, it's gonna be a lot green. You see a lot of communities right now, they're focusing on that. Again, the 2040 plan has that goal in mind, So connection, transportation, and pedestrian friendly, and greenery, and environmental friendly. So they're working on this stuff. So yes, absolutely.
I know they're boosting from all different angles,
Yes.
everything for its people. I love that. Samer, so let's actually dive in. Ras Al Khaimah, different emirate.
Yes.
Not much was happening there before, just some resorts, hotels.
Yes.
But look at the construction there with the casinos coming up.
Yes.
Encore Wynn, the biggest guys from Las Vegas.
Yeah.
A lot of interest now in Ras Al Khaimah. What's going on over there right now?
As you said, when you have these major people developing there, right, this is automatically gonna drive investment, demand, tourism, everything, right? And it's gonna be basically the best in the Middle East. So on top of that, honestly, there's not much to say here because when you have such a huge development being built, such as the Wynn, the casino, and everything, you will have around it new projects, hotels, right? Even residential communities.
Residential, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
I've heard they went in price, like almost doubled. Is
yes,
that true?
yes. Again, demand, prices increase. It's just the loss of supply and demand. And obviously, prices are going to go up. A lot of people are interested to buy there, to invest there. It's going to be a great hub for even on a weekend, like you yourself.
Right.
You drive over a weekend to there, take a room in a hotel. It's honestly for residents and tourists alike.
Just change the environment.
Yeah.
I know Ras Al Khaimah has a lot to offer. It's definitely very calm.
It is.
Samer, well, I remember when we met.
Yes.
I was actually signing a deal for an apartment in downtown, Burj Royale.
Yes.
One of my favorite properties because the view of Burj Khalifa, the amenities. When I saw it, I was sold on the spot. The way it's done, it's absolutely amazing and outstanding. And I would like to see more of those properties. So my question to you is, what is a good location or maybe a project to invest that has to offer something similar like Burj Royale, when you have a landmark in front of you, or something so special, so hot? What would be like, say, 5 top projects that are like, wow?
5 top projects. Well, the thing about downtown is, first of all, there's no more plots on the boulevard.
I know.
The only one under construction is the St. Regis.
Right.
So you can invest there. It's still under construction, but it's not directly from the developer anymore. But I would say, again, going back to see Burj Khalifa, again, you either have to buy a resale from downtown, or you can buy in Creek, where you have the view, but from far away, but you can still see Burj Khalifa depending on which building you're buying in, right?
Yes.
Now, if you want a famous landmark or sea view, again, Dubai Islands, Palm Jabal Ali, because they will have the ocean and the sea view. But to see Burj Khalifa, I mean,
I know.
You have to buy in downtown, you know?
You have to buy at the right time, with the right agent, with the right information.
Address Fountain Views has a great view from there. Burj Royale, like you said.
Yes.
St. Regis is coming up. You have a lot, Act 1, Act 2, Address Opera, Grande. All these buildings surrounding the Burj Khalifa and the fountain, amazing views.
Yes, I agree with you. And what's happening with the talk of the new building that's going to be even taller than Burj Khalifa? Is it confirmed, the construction? They keep saying there's going to be...
The one in Creek, you mean?
Yep.
We don't know anything about it, to be honest.
Still no...
And this is legit, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is... we don't know yet for sure.
It's not confirmed?
It's not confirmed yet.
So for now, Burj Khalifa for quite a long time will be...
Yes.
The landmark and the tallest building in UAE.
And you have Dubai Mall next to it.
Of course.
And downtown will always be...
I know.
Will always be downtown.
The proximity of DIFC.
Everything.
Everything. You're right. Sheikh Zayed Road. You want to go to the beach. Everything. It's nearby. I personally believe it's an excellent location to invest.
It is.
If you want to rent it as a return on investment property, or if you want to live there, let's say if you are young and you need to have a quick access to everything.
Yes. Well, again, downtown will always be downtown. So demand will always be there, right? You have Dubai Mall, the fountains, Burj Khalifa. It's also a status symbol to a lot of people.
Of course.
And some people like the hustle and bustle of the area. But in any country in the world, when you say downtown London, downtown, you know, it's usually the major area or community. But definitely, it's always a good purchase. I can honestly, like, although you might have some buildings with a less rental yield than others, if you buy, let's say, something in, I don't know, the Valley, and then the Valley doubled in price, obviously you're going to have a better rental yield. But the downtown will always maintain its price point, its demand, its appeal to a lot of people. And
we still have time to jump into that last wagon while there's still new buildings coming out before everything is just sold out and unavailable.
Absolutely, absolutely. Every year we hear the same thing. Like, it's almost done, but then you see more projects, prices are doubling. So it's gonna keep going, Even if you might have a slowdown in a few years, let's say a bit of a slowdown, which I don't see honestly, but let's say it's still gonna go up. Again, they need to build the whole country basically. And Real estate is a big part too. House and home. All these people coming to Dubai.
I agree with you. That is so true. Samer, let's look at the scenario. Let's say I'm a first-time buyer for the real estate in Dubai. What would be the 3 things to focus on, the advice that you would give to those who are new to the real estate market in Dubai?
So number 1 is find a real estate agent that is experienced. They know what they're doing, because they can help you in every step of the way.
Right.
So even if they work in properties, they can direct you to the right department. So in terms of mortgages, leasing, rentals, they can always guide you to the right place, even furnishings, everything. They have these connections. A good agent will guide you every step of the way. They will explain the community you're looking into. They will explain the different layouts, what this community offers, what this property offers. So a good agent will tell you all of this. That's number 1. But I would also if you want to buy in a specific community, compare it to another community as well you're interested in. Compare everything. Go there, drive there, walk there, talk to the people there. Feedback is the best thing to take from people who live in these communities. So you will get a lot of insight from residents living in the communities, but always compare projects, always do due diligence, take a second opinion. Right? And the third thing is basically have a plan. Have an exit plan. What's the purpose of your purchase? Even if you want to live in it for 10 years, always have an exit plan. So that will guide you in your decision making, because then you can, okay, if I want to sell, is it easy to exit? That's very important, right?
Yes.
Is it easy to exit from this community? How fast can I exit? But even if you want to flip it, right? You need to check with the developer for renovations. That's really important. What's allowed to renovate? If you're buying a villa or a townhouse, especially, like how much I'm allowed to extend the villa.
Yes.
So all these things, so always do the due diligence. Ask as many questions as possible to your agent. Has to be like a knowledgeable agent, because they will have all the answers for you. And these are my top 3 tips for a first-time buyer.
That's a great advice. And that reminds me, I've heard before that before you buy, it's always good to rent in the area where you want to buy. So you experience, the location, you like your view, maybe the road is not too noisy or it is noisy. You need to experience maybe first before putting your money into the place. What do you think about that?
Yes, I have a lot of clients who did that actually.
Yeah?
And I have a lot of people who say that, look, if it's your first time in Dubai, it's not a bad idea. But if you've been in Dubai for a while, it's even like, okay, let's say you live in downtown and you want to buy in Creek. So you can actually take a short-term place in Creek, but Dubai, that's the most important thing. But first time to Dubai, definitely rent for a year. See if you like it, see if you gel well with it, and I'm sure you will. But yeah, I have a lot of clients who did that and who eventually bought after a year. Some of them even, cut their lease after 6-7 months because prices were going up. So they needed to act fast. So yeah, it's not a bad idea. It's actually a good idea. There's no harm in that.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I also think people, when they're in Dubai for some time and they're paying for rent,
Yeah.
And then the money going from their pocket
Absolutely.
into, I don't want to say nowhere, landlord, but I think when you buy, if you're here for the long term, it's good to take a loan, so you pay towards the loan.
Yeah.
And then you own the property, you live in your home.
Yes.
And I think Dubai has very good conditions when it comes to that. It's quite easy, right? If
Absolutely.
you have a job here and you work here, you live here.
I recommend, honestly, obviously every person has a specific reason for renting, but if you can buy, go ahead. Interest rates dropped. That's very important. So if you want to take a mortgage, now is the time.
What is it now?
I think it's at 4.4%.
That's amazing.
I think so. Don't quote me. Mortgage brokers know this stuff, but yeah, I think it's around that number.
That's what I've heard.
Yes, 4.4. So that's a very good incentive for people to take a mortgage. And we're seeing an uptick in mortgage buyers. Actually, in villa and townhouse communities, it's majority are mortgage and mortgage buyers, basically.
That's a very popular community.
Yes.
I have so many of my friends who relocated there. And some people say, oh my God, this is so far away. But I love the community. Samer, it was so good to have you here today. It's always a pleasure. I love your advice. You're so knowledgeable on the subject.
Thank you so much, Victoria, for having me today. I honestly had a blast talking to you about real estate and what's going on in Dubai and what's going to happen. So thank you so much for having me and inviting me over.
It's an honor, and I cannot wait to have some more podcasts with you and more deals to sign, because you are a brilliant agent and I just love working with you.
Thank you so much. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Likewise. Thank you, guys. It was a pleasure to have you. Thank you for watching us, and see you on the next episode.